He gets out the car, he pulls out a knife. You know, drops the sheath on the ground, runs at me.
Okay, so you pull the knife out, and then what happened?
And I went like this at him, and his arm.
Officers responded to a report of a road rage incident that resulted in an off-duty deputy being cut with a knife.
We're at one that has a signal 0 and he's putting it away. 13th in Connecticut. Hey, bro. Just don't touch your for me. I got you, man. And then back here to my car. He's got a 0, Palacio. Oh, you are? Okay, I got you. So what did you see on your side?
I pulled out a missile car wash. All right, I'm trying to turn into the immediate.
You want to come up near here? Whose car is this? Mine.
Okay. Let me move it out of the way.
All right. Sorry, just trying to get out of this.
I got you, dude.
So what's going on? You came out of Mr. Car Wash?
Yeah, came out of Mr. Car Wash. Going for my wife. Made a right. Trying to go across. I was on, it's on Crawford. Trying to cut across. I can't. There's a car sitting in the middle. They attempted to go. They stopped in the middle, so I had no choice but to make a last-minute turn and turn onto the street, so I'm not blocking traffic.
Gotcha.
White Tesla was coming up behind me. I saw him coming up behind me, so I stayed into the inner lane, the outside lane. So he had 2 more lanes to go around me. Which instead of doing that, he came up, rolled my behind, and then went around. So I'm on the phone with my wife. I'm already going that way anyway, So I continued to head west, 192. He flicked me off. I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is. We get caught up in traffic, so now we're stuck here at this point, right? So I'm stuck there. He starts veering in front of me, so now I have nowhere to go. So now at this point, yeah, I am upset. I want to have a couple words with him and let him know, I'm going to call on him and file a complaint on him. So we turn in here. He parks.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you. Let me see your injury, or were you a cutter or something? Okay, that's fine.
He pulls in there, he parks. I'm like, all right, cool. He's parking the car. He's willing to talk about it. No problem. So I pull up on the side. I stand in the back of my truck. I say, hey, you got my attention? Come on, let's talk about it. He gets out the car. He pulls out a knife. Drops the sheath on the ground, runs at me. The wife is trying to pull him back. So I'm backing up. I'm like, hey, relax. And he comes and he just stabs me. And that's when I'm like, you trying to go to jail? And he starts coming at me again, so I pulled my gun out. And then that's when I got on the phone, and here we are.
We're the owner of that white Tesla over there. Yeah. So we're on our way from home to pick up our pets in this pet grooming place. So in the middle of the process, he's the owner of this Ford truck.
Okay.
He cut us off in the middle on the road. So my husband got around him, and then seemingly was not happy with what he did. It was kind of weird going through.
Do you have any weapons on you by any chance?
Sorry, what?
No, okay.
No. So he was carrying the pistol the whole time he was talking to us. So when we got around him and then keep going, and he just followed us.
Okay.
So followed us the whole road into here.
Okay.
So my husband is Afghanistan veteran, and I understand his reaction.
Okay.
He was feeling like that person's trying to.
Okay.
And when we pulled in there, he followed us all the way here and walked into our car, asked us to come out.
Okay.
So my husband was.
I got you. Where's the knife at right now?
It's currently in the car.
It's inside the car?
So my husband felt. So my husband felt like he was being, somebody was trying to murder him. Okay. And then he just carried out the knife, and then I don't know in what degree his shirt probably got slashed a little bit.
Okay, I got you. Can I get IDs for both you guys?
And I was trying my best to stop, but as a female, I really can't do much about them, but to separate.
Do you guys still live on Berlin Avenue?
Yeah, that's the address.
That's the address? Okay. So, you were driving with the Tesla or this car?
Tesla. This is his car.
This is the, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, small people. Okay. But it's underneath them. So. Is the Tesla registered to you? No, my truck is the truck registered to me.
They're the owners of
the
Tesla?
I don't think so.
Yes, they have the Tesla.
That's fine. I already had it pulled.
I would have canceled you guys.
No, you're good, bud. No, you're good. So I guess the real question is, do you want to go to the hospital?
No.
So they're going to have you sign something
saying you're just not going with us, a refusal, and then we'll be out of your way. It's superficial. Okay. We can wrap it. We can take
And then,
yeah,
while we're doing this whole process, can I just grab your gun off you real quick?
Yeah. Off.
Thanks.
I should have to get it a long time ago.
You're good, bro. I got you.
Call supervisor real quick.
And then nothing else on you?
No.
I'm just gonna throw this in my car real quick.
He doesn't even let us move. Like, he was carrying a gun around us and walking around us as I was calling him.
At what point did he get cut?
Well, when he was trying to get to us, and then he ran out thinking that he's trying to
I got
attack.
out.
I couldn't
We
stop
both
the
walked towards
meantime.
each other, and I felt more attacked, so I drew the knife.
Okay, so you pull the knife out, and then what happened?
Then
I took
I
away the
went
knife.
like this at him and cut his arm, and then she jumped between us.
I had to separate them.
Okay, and then at what point was the gun involved?
He pulled the gun
The gun
out
right out
after
right
she
away.
jumped between us.
Okay. And did you see the gun before you
I
pulled
saw,
your
it in
knife
his,
out or
I saw it
anything?
in his belt when I walked out. That was another thing. Right when
Did he
I
have
walked
his
out.
shirt tucked
Just
behind
the-
it or what?
What's that?
Yeah, his shirt tucked behind it or what?
No, just went. He. I don't remember now.
All right. You guys want to do statements about what happened?
Sorry, what?
Written statements about what happened?
It happened just now.
Do you want to do a statement about what happened?
Sure.
Basically just putting your version of the story on paper.
Yeah.
Let me grab those for you.
Officers are deeply concerned about the severity of the case, especially after a life-threatening incident involving a deputy. Suddenly, the suspect's wife rushes in, saying his actions were due to mental health issues and trying to defend him. But in a situation this serious, that explanation isn't enough to stop what comes next.
You don't remember what he was saying or any of that? Is this his
Get,
truck?
he said get out here.
This is the guy's truck?
This
Yes.
is his truck, yeah.
And you guys pulled in?
He's a deputy, I guess he said. So
He is himself deputy,
that was what he said.
and he drive like a maniac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow!
I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Wow.
So I only have one clipboard, but you'll fill out all your information. Location of the offense is whatever this address is. Whether you do or do not want to prosecute if it is a crime. Sign and date. Then put what happened down here. You know, on this date, this time. Just try to keep it in chronological order, like as it happened. It makes it a little easier. I got two on here for you guys. I don't know if you want to do it in the car or something. Or...
Just really quick while I'm here too. You have any injuries? Anything need to be seen for?
He needed to because he needed to go to mental health because this is crazy. He has PTSD already, and this is traumatizing for him.
Hey, when you said after the whole incident, he stated something about PTSD.
Yeah. Okay. That was the first thing he said. And I looked at my tag, I pointed at him, I said, so am I, bro. There's no excuse.
Where's the knife at? You said inside?
It's in the car, yeah.
Where at?
I don't know where my wife.
You care if I open the door?
Where's the knife in the car?
It's in the passenger seat right now.
Okay.
I just threw into the passenger.
Sure.
I think I'm some photos.
Good. I don't see anything on it.
Alright.
Need a bag though.
Sir, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Daniel Sakewicz.
The guy's so shaken up, he wants to go to like Park Place to talk to somebody about it, like that PTSD.
Or the VA. He's having like a mental health issue right now. The guy that had the knife.
Did you recover the knife yet?
Yeah, it's in the car. Bags.
My email or
I'm trying to pull it off this.
What?
The footage from it.
Oh, does it record everything? Hey, you said you knew he had a gun on him. Did you see it or something prior to him coming up?
No, not prior to him coming up.
No. I mean, when he... So, where were you when it happened? You were getting out of your car?
He was right here. It was already coming up.
And you were getting out of your door?
I didn't get out. I came out because he was approaching us and yelling at us. And so I felt so I felt I needed to go out and protect my wife. But
What, you don't remember what he was saying? You guys don't remember anything that he said? Or was it because the doors were closed, or?
yeah, we didn't have
I
our
can't
windows
hear
open or
what
anything.
he's saying, but he came at us. I honestly.
Where was he at? The front or the back of the car?
I saw.
He came out
this
from
way.
Right this way?
from this way. Yeah.
Okay. And where did he get by the time you got out of your car?
Probably like right here.
He was about right
'Cause I
there
could
when you
see
got out?
him in the rear views,
And what was he doing?
yelling at us.
Okay, and then what happened?
Then I got out and I think because I just saw the clip on his belt.
And it looked like there was a holster or something in there?
Yeah, and
But he didn't pull his shirt up or anything like that?
no.
Okay.
I'm really like that's one of the things that I really deal with from my PTSD is like kind of extreme hypervigilance. So I'm always scanning every single person I see to see if they might have a gun. So I just saw like the bottom of the clip sticking out from his shirt.
Okay. But so you get out of the car and then what? You thought he was coming this way?
He was coming at us, and so I wanted to get him away, but then he kept coming at us. So I drew the knife.
When did the knife come into play? Is that like something you carry on you or something?
It's something I keep in my driver's door.
Okay, but when you got out of the car, you had it in your hand, or okay?
I didn't draw the knife until he started walking at me with it in my hand.
So while you had the knife out, he came at you.
Not out, but like in.
You had
in
the in the sheath.
Yeah.
And you were standing right there.
I was walking this way from
Okay.
the driver's side.
Okay. And what do you mean he came at you with the knife?
He was just continued walking towards me.
Okay. And then what happened?
After I drew the knife, I became more aggressive and tried to his arm.
That's where I came in. I came out of the car and stuff.
Where did that action take place?
Right around here, around the
All this greater area.
Yeah.
Once you drew the knife and slashed him, is when he pulled his gun out.
Well, he didn't pull the gun out until my wife got between us and he was back for me.
Okay.
Then he pulled the gun out.
All right. Well, you want to just do your statement, and then I'm gonna go talk to him.
Sure.
Yeah, this guy right here, and then he was sitting kind of like this. And then he saw us pull up, and then I had my gun out, brought my gun out, and then he put his away. And then I separated them, I brought him over there, and then I don't know where they went.
So did a little tango.
Yeah, it was like flip-flop.
Yeah.
Where was the knife when you got here?
The knife
was already on the seat?
I
They'd already put it away?
I wasn't even over here. I stayed with him over here the whole time.
Okay, was it already on the seat when you got here? The knife?
It was already what?
The knife was already in the car?
Yeah, nobody touched it. They were over here the entire time. They told me when I was talking to them that the knife was already inside the Tesla when I asked about it. They didn't have it on them. So when we took pictures of it, that's where it was before we got on scene.
Yeah, so it was very calm when I got here. I don't know, like, because Moncayo got here just before me, but when I got here, it was super calm, and it kind of settled down, and he put his gun away, and then I moved him out.
Okay. He took the sheet off right there in the back of his car. The sheet's not there anymore, but
I picked it
before
up.
you guys, oh, you did?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
we got it.
where was that on the floor? That's where he dropped it. Came, stabbed me in the arm. That's when I backed up. I told him who I am. I was like, hey, bro, I'm a law enforcement officer. I pulled my gun out and told him to drop it. He immediately goes, I have PTSD. Drop the knife. So at that point, I'm like, all right, just stand over here behind my truck. All right. At this point, bro, like I have to call the police now. You know, too much has happened. The wife she's balking up. I'm telling her to back up. You know, while I'm talking to him, she picks the knife up and say, hey, put that knife down. Don't make this any worse than what it needs to be. She takes the knife, she runs to the car and puts the knife up. Then she comes back, now she's on the phone down now.
Based on the situation that we have to base our decision off the totality of circumstances. The totality of circumstances in this situation tells me that you were the primary aggressor. You brought the knife to what would have been a verbal argument had you not brought the knife into play. Okay? At some point, whenever he identified himself and draws his pistol, that's when you went, oh shit, okay, and you blacked out.
I dropped them.
So, it's going to be at this time that I'm going to place you under arrest. Okay? Change behind your back. Your charges are going to be aggravated with a deadly weapon. Have you ever been arrested or in trouble for something like this before?
Yeah.
I sympathize with you. Thank you for your service and all this stuff. But I feel like if maybe you just got out and try to just stay in the car and call 911. Don't, you never know how crazy
I
people
understand what you're trying to say here.
Yeah.
But for somebody who has mental illness, it's very hard ask for someone to stay cool. And I was in the car trying to hold him down and I couldn't.
Yeah. There's places with help.
You
have several veterans on scene right here right now.
Help.
I understand and I can sympathize with you. But I just hope you can understand that we have a job to do.
Yes.
And we have to make our decisions based off the
And
totality of
can I ask you
circumstances.
another question?
Yes, ma'am.
If I would want to press charges on him for his threatening on my husband to aggravate his symptom of mental health, how can I do that?
Right, so you've already got that statement written and you've got the prosecution in place.
Okay.
I'm going to talk with my LT, go through the details, and see if we got enough to what would be called an APS for the threatening behavior. So I'm going to talk to my LT about that, and we'll go from there. If you need updates on the case, you're welcome to call the state attorney's office, because now he's being placed under arrest. Any case updates will be coming from the state attorney's office.
So after here, you're taking him and then...
He'll be going to Osceola County Corrections down the road here.
Okay.
It's off Simpson Road. If you need help with anything, let us know.
Okay.
The first step is getting a bail bondsman, unless you have cash or something to post your bail.
And if I want to get in touch with any of you guys, how can I do that?
Yes, ma'am. I'll give you one of my cards.
Okay.
Okay. Miley, let's get him. You got anything else on you? Sticky, pokey, illegal, whatever?
Authorities later arrested 32-year-old Daniel. He was charged with aggravated battery, assault with a deadly weapon. According to investigators, the incident began when the off-duty deputy pulled into the lane in front of Daniel's vehicle, prompting a confrontation. Both parties reportedly engaged in aggressive behavior before Daniel exited his car armed with a knife. The deputy sustained a minor cut to the shoulder and was treated at the scene. Officials emphasize that cases involving threats or assaults against law enforcement, even off-duty, are treated with the highest priority.